They call me Mad Jack. And if there's anybody in these mountains that knows the real story of James Adams, that'd be me. So I'm putting it down in writing just the way it happened in hopes of setting the record straight. Now, my friend Adams was accused of a crime he didn't commit. So he escaped into the mountains, leaving behind the only life that he ever knew. Now, that wilderness out there ain't no place for a greenhorn, and his chances of surviving were mighty slim. Weren't no time at all, for he was beaten down, ragged, and nearly starved. Long about then, he come upon a grizzly bear cub, all alone and helpless. Now, Adams knew that little critter couldn't survive without his help, so he started right down that cliff, risking his own life to save it. Now, that cub took to Adams right off. And that was when he discovered he had a special kind of way with animals. They just come right up to him like he was a natural part of the wilderness. But that bear cub, he was extra special. As he growed, he became the best friend Adams ever had, and together they became a legend.
Baby, there's a world where we don't have to run, and maybe there's a time we'll call our own, living free in harmony and majesty. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home.
The wagon trains was a-comin' more and more, bound for California in them golden nuggets. Long as they kept on going, it was all right with Adams and me.
There, honey. It's going to be all right. There's nothing we can do for him now.
We all loved him, sweetheart. Maybe not as much as you did. But he was a very old dog. It was bound to happen someday. Lie down and try to sleep. You'll feel better for it. We've got to get her another puppy.
We will somehow. Right now we got to catch up with the others. Seems like this trip has been one misery on top of another.
We're doing the right thing, Jed.
Right thing. Scared by everything we see. Kindle!
That way looks easier.
Well, the other looks like it's had more traffic on it. Hard to say which way the train went.
These wheel ruts could have been left long ago. It might be a different wagon train altogether. Well, maybe if we followed the one more traveled, just for a ways, and if the trail doesn't hold, we could come back, take the other four. It's worth trying. Go one way or the other.
Hello, puppy. Where did you come from? Don't go away. I won't hurt you. I just want to pet you. Here, puppy. Here, baby. Come here, little puppy. have to be afraid of me. I won't hurt you. Don't be afraid.
Well, Mary, I think we'll go this way. Ha! Ha! Get up there! Get up! Ha! Ha! Freddy! Ha!
Not a sound out of it.
Come here. Here, puppy. Maybe I wouldn't hurt you. You like that? I was just petting him. Ma! Pa! Pa! Ma! Pa! Please find me.
We'll camp now and try catching up tomorrow. You best wake Eliza. I'll fetch wood.
Eliza, time to wake up.
Eliza? Where are you? Red, is he there?
Oh, she's not here?
Eliza! Where are you?
Easy, Mary. Maybe she's just off in the bushes.
Eliza!
Eliza!
She's gone. She must have fallen off that wagon.
Now, easy. Huh? We'll backtrack and see if she's anywhere near. She can't be far off. Like as not, she's trying to catch up with us right now. Honey.
Hello, Rabbit. Come here. Come on. Are you lost too? You have soft fur. I once had a rabbit like you. hurt me, will you? Want to be friends? Huh? Would you like to be friends with me? All right, we're friends.
Don't you worry, don't you cry.
Wait for me, we're
'Cause you'll
friends.
see that by and by, everything will turn out right, and all your fears will fade from sight.
Hello there.
Don't you know you've got a friend? A helping hand he has to lend.
Don't leave me like that, you hear?
A friend who'll always see
Wait for me,
you
please.
through in everything you try to do. Friends, we all need friends. Friends who make the world look right again. Friends, we all need friends. Friends who make the world look right again.
Mom? Pa? Where are you? Papa! Where are you? Can't you hear me?
Now, don't be frightened. I'm not going to hurt you. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You're lost, aren't you? We'll do something about that. Look at you. You're all hurt and scratched. You're a mess. What's your name?
Eliza Bowker.
Well, Eliza Bacher, don't you worry about a thing. Come on with me. Here. There. Look a lot nicer with that dirt off your face. Looks like you got in an argument with the bramble bush and lost. You take a look at that arm. Oh, that doesn't look too good. Here. These are leaves from mayapple. My blood brother Nicoma taught me how to do this. Reckon you aren't too interested in recipes, oh, are you? Except to be the eating kind? Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just so happens I can take care of that, too. Want to follow me to my cabin? It's just over the hill. Made plenty of stew. Can't guarantee it'd be as good as what your ma'd make, but it's plenty filling. Here, let me help you up. Looks like it's nice and hot. Want me to feed you?
I can feed myself.
Well, go ahead and eat as much as you want. Eat it right out of the bowl. Take it kind of slow, though. It's hot. Tastes good? Talkative little lady, ain't you? Well, I can understand that. Probably never seen the likes of me before. Rather be with your ma and pa anyways. Well, as soon as you finish up there, we'll get back on the trail and start looking for them, all right? Ben, stop your begging. We got company. Now say hi to the lady.
You're the man with the bear. The one they said.
Have you heard of me?
My pa says there's a reward out on you.
Well, there is. But it's a mistake. I didn't do what they said I did. I wouldn't hurt anybody. I wouldn't hurt you or anything, or anybody else. You gotta believe me, Eliza.
I guess Ben wouldn't like you if you were bad, would he?
Well, not if I'm the kind of man they said I was.
Then I don't believe them.
Ben, you get a little reward for that. Got to do something about that hair. Got a lot of tangles in it. I got a real nice brush. My bud brother made it out of a porcupine tail. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Well, I'll fix you all up real pretty for your mom and pa. I got a comb, too. Made it myself. Made it out of hardwoods. It's in the cabin. I'll get it.
You know something, Ben? He's just like you.
Of course, Adams didn't let on to her that the chances of finding her folks was as good as finding a flea on a catfish. But he set off to look for them anyways, more to make her feel good than anything else. And it didn't help much, her not remembering the way she'd come.
How about a drink of water, Eliza?
All right.
Look at those little coons, Eliza. They sure like this water.
What are they doing?
They're washing their food. Most animals are very clean. A lot like humans. Come on, let's go.
So Adams headed for where he'd seen the wagon train, not knowing her folks had taken another way.
Do you remember any of this?
No.
We'll backtrack a ways, maybe you'll recognize something. Most of the wagon trains I see pass through here head up for the canyon up yonder. Tired? How about a ride?
Okay.
Hop on. Okay. Want to wear my hat?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on to it, because it's windy. Come on, Ben.
What's that?
That's a red-tailed hawk. That's his hunting cry.
You like living out here, don't you?
I sure do.
I wouldn't. I got scared most all the time in the wagon.
Scared of what?
Nights, wolves howled, and you could see their eyes shining in the dark. And people got sick with the cholera. And my dog died.
Oh. Well, there's bound to be sickness wherever there's people. But if you live with nature, not against her, she'll be real good to you.
You mean like you and Ben?
Yeah. What? Come here, little fella. Come on.
Are all the animals your friends?
No. But most of them know I mean them no harm. And that means a lot to an animal. And to folks, too.
Is he one of your friends, too?
That's a badger, honey. Well, ain't nobody he's friends with, or afraid of neither. Even old Ben wouldn't tangle with him. Remember, there's good and bad in all kinds. Whenever you meet a new animal, be careful. They always aren't as friendly as old Ben. Do you remember any of this?
No.
Well, let's try something else. Come on.
By then, Adams reckoned he might be hunting in the wrong hen house. But he couldn't let on to that neither.
Well, since we ain't had no luck finding your ma and pa, I thought we'd make it easier for them to find you.
So Adams done a foolish thing. He'd been hiding out ever since that wanted poster went up, and now he was marking the way straight to his cabin, not knowing who it might bring.
Well, that's it. Time we'd be heading home.
How do you know they'll see that sign?
Well, if they don't, somebody else will. Maybe we'll run into them. We'll let them know. Be surprised how fast the word travels out here.
You think it will be very long?
Well, and that's hard telling. But we'll do some scouting around our own selves.
Do you live here by yourself all the time?
Well, I've got some friends of mine that stop by and visit. My blood brother, Nakoma, he's the one that taught me how to live out here in the wilds. And when he left off, my friend Jack took over. I'm still learning, though. Think you could stay and live with me a spell?
I think so.
Well, Miss Bowker, welcome to your new home. After you, Ben. Well, I reckon I'd ask you to sit down and make yourself at home. Ain't too used to female company. Have to forgive my manners.
It's all right.
Well, is there something you'd like to do?
I don't think so.
Well, here. Sit down anyways.
I don't mind standing.
Guess it's kind of different than what you're used to, ain't it?
A little. I guess you haven't had a chance to clean up today.
Clean up?
Oh, give me a broom, I'll be glad to sweep.
Ain't got a broom.
You don't?
Never had a need for one. Reckon I need one?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll just make one. What else do we need?
Where will I sleep tonight?
You sleep right there in my bunk. I'll sleep outside. It ain't been the first time.
I don't have a nightie.
Sleep in my clothes myself. Makes it easier to get dressed in the morning.
But you air your bedding then.
Hear it?
Ma always gives the blankets a good shaking every day. And sets the mattresses out in the sun and fluffs them. Makes them smell good.
Well, I reckon your ma and I just do things a little bit different. My blankets have been in the mud and on horses. And Ben's even slept with them. So I don't know what my blankets are going to smell like.
I think you better air them out.
All right, I got the hint. Now, Ben, stop it.
had some scissors, I could trim your beard for you.
I use my knife when it needs trimming.
You'd look better without a beard.
No, the beard stays.
My pa shaved every day. How many days has it been?
I've lost track.
Think they've given up looking for me?
I'd never give up looking for you if you were mine. Oh, no, don't cry. I just meant that they wouldn't quit looking for you either.
I even miss my house.
What kind of a house did you have? Where'd you live?
Boston. It was a white house, and I had my own room in the attic. And Pa used the front room for his cobbler shop. And Ma was in the kitchen most of the time baking for the neighbors. And it always smelled so good. Leather, bread, cookies, and everything.
Well, I'd miss a house like that, too. Why'd you leave?
There was a fire, and it got all burned up. And some of Pa's friends were after him to go west with them anyways. So he did. Pa thought he might try farming. I think it's my bedtime. Will you tuck me in?
If you'd like me to.
Keep your back turned.
Okay, it's turn.
Ready?
I'm ready. You have to show me how.
You tuck the blanket under the mattress here, and then down there, and then there.
Okay. How's that?
Fine.
You snug? Those clothes are starting to get pretty worn.
Good night, Uncle Grizzly.
Good night, Eliza. Sweet dreams. Well, I'd say we did a right fine job, young lady. Of course, I got to admit your stitchings are mighty fancier than mine. How's it fit?
All right, I guess. It feels kind of funny.
Well, it's just because you never wore a man's shirt before. But they're real comfortable once you get them broke in.
I wish you had a mirror.
The stream outside will work just fine.
Can't you keep up here with me, you flea-bitten nag?
Who's that?
That's just Jack and number 7. I knew they'd be along soon. Come on.
Come along. Last time I take you anywhere. I've never seen such contrariness in anything. Hello, the cabin.
Now, don't judge too much by appearances. Jack's a mighty fine fellow. All right?
All right.
Howdy, Jack.
Adam?
What took you so long this time?
Blame it on old Flabbear's here. Him and me are about to come to a parting of the ways.
Seems like I hear the same thing every time you come.
Oh, this time I mean it. I'm going to start looking for a number 8. I got you some flour, salt, and powder and lead. And them carvings you give me the trade for you, they fetch a good price.
Well, who's this little critter? Don't remember her before.
Jack, I'd like you to meet Miss Eliza Bowker.
Howdy. Go away a couple of months and no telling what.
What hit this place? That's enough to give a fellow the cold miseries. She do this to you?
Well, you got to admit, it could have stood a good cleaning.
You've changed. What? You took to bathing?
Right regular.
Get out of here.
Hello,
Easy.
Donkey.
Don't take kindly to strangers.
And he's apt to start kicking and,
Well, I never saw him do that before.
Jack, I got something I want to ask you.
I got something I want to tell you.
You must be some local. You're so clean, it's disgusting.
You was looking in the wrong place for him. They took the South Fork. And word is, they're still out there trying to find her.
Think you can find him?
I can find anything that moves or leaves sign, and you know that. But are you sure you want me to? There's no doubt that they've seen that poster.
Eliza told me they've seen it.
I've seen those oddbusters down at the fort, looking at that wanted poster. And you can almost sense the hunger in them. They're all dirt poor. Are you sure you want me to fetch them up here?
Yeah.
That figures. It's a foolish thing to do. But that ain't the only foolish thing you're doing. Why, old number 7 there's got more sense in his left hind foot than you got in your whole head. Blazing a trail right up here to your cabin so the whole world knows where you are.
Look, nobody's been looking.
Well, that ain't saying there ain't gonna be somebody looking.
Will you get him?
What is it, Uncle Grizzly?
Well, it ain't the best likeness I've ever seen, but it's supposed to be Ben. It's for you.
Look, Ben. It's you.
What do you think about that, Ben? Well, it was the best I could do.
I don't know why I gotta bear the burden of 2 critters as dumb as you and him. He don't know what's good for him, but I do. He ought to have himself a family to take care of. He ain't no mountain man like you and me, number 7. What we ought to do is just go back to the cabin. There ain't no reason for us to find her folks. Adams can take care of her just fine. Besides, they're good for each other. Well, even if I did find her parents and brought them up there, I'd lay you 10 to 1. They'd say, "Thank you, sir." And they'd take their daughter and head straight for the fort and that reward. Well, do I have to light a fire under you? Come on. You're so slow I could bury you and you wouldn't know the difference. Now, come on.
How'd you do, Jack?
Easy there, number 7. Have you good as new as no time?
You didn't find him, did you?
He picked up a stone on the trail. That thing must have hurt like a hot poker. Never a whimper out of him. Now, just hold still. I got it right here. There you go. Now, put yourself down on it easy. Easy.
Sure didn't take you very long.
Just put your foot down easy. Sure, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I didn't see him. But I did see this family that was on their way east from Oregon. They had passed the Bowkers on the trail. It seems that, well, they gave up looking for her. They found this piece of her dress. It was all torn, and they figured a cougar got her, maybe, or wolves.
Well, how far back did that family pass him?
They didn't say.
What do you mean they didn't say? 1 day, 2 days, a week, an hour? How?
I can't tell you what I don't know.
Where were they headed for? Oregon?
I suppose.
Well, we still got a chance to catch them. Eliza, we're going to give it a try.
Why'd they stop looking for me?
Well, like Jack said, honey, They found a piece of your torn dress.
But I didn't tear my dress. I'll show you.
Well, all I said is what they told me.
You lied to me, Jack. You didn't see nobody.
Well,
Here it is. Nothing's missing.
I did it for you, Adams. I just saw how the two of you got along and
The way you could raise her and teach her things. Well, think about it.
Thinking plenty. Get my hat and get my coat. We'll find them ourselves.
I was just trying to keep your head out of a noose. You'd be a fool to take her down there by yourself. All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take her down there and I'll deliver her to her folks.
I'll do it on my own.
But you don't know where they are.
I know where you said they were, down at the South Fork. And if I got to go the length of it, then I'm going to do it. Come on, Eliza.
You'll just be sticking your head in the noose.
You ought to just raise her up like she was your own. You two are good for each other. Can't you see that?
Oh, the mule-headed, stubborn... I'm sorry, number 7. But we got to stop him from putting his head in the noose. Now, we're going to take a shortcut, and it's going to be tough. And I don't want to hear one complaint out of you. You understand? Now, come on.
Eliza! Whoa up there! Whoa up there, if you be the Valkers! Come on. Number 7, come along. Now, don't be nervous, ma'am, but are you the folks looking for a little girl about this high answer named Eliza?
Have you seen her?
Where is she? She's on her way here with a friend of mine.
Is she all right?
Oh, she's just fine, ma'am. What happened to her?
Nothing's happened to her if you'll just let me get it out.
Where's she been all this time?
She's been with this friend of mine. I'm trying to tell you, and he's taken care of her. He's looked out for her. He's fed her.
Are you sure she's all right?
Did you see her yourself?
Less than a half hour ago. Now, if you'll both just slow down a little and let me get it out.
Tell us, Jet. Jet, she's all right. She's all right.
Of course she is, ma'am. Now, there's one thing you ought to know.
What?
Well, about this fella that's been looking after her. The kind of man he is. Now, just be quiet and let me get at it. Now, you ready to listen? All right.
This looks familiar.
Well, been a mess of wagons have passed, that's for sure. You wouldn't remember what tracks yours left, though, would you?
Eliza!
That's my pa!
Now, don't go breaking your neck.
Eliza!
Stay here, Ben. Don't want to scare folks now, do you?
This is the man I was telling you about.
Can't thank you enough.
Uncle Grizzly. Oh, Grizzly.
for goodbyes.
It's all right, Ma. That's Ben. He's our friend. We're friends with all the animals here, practically. Especially Uncle Grizzly. That's why they call him Grizzly Adams.
I don't see any grizzly. Or anyone named Grizzly Adams. Here! No!
I swear, I just can't understand some folks. What's so wrong about just telling one little lie? I told the truth right afterwards, didn't I? And everything come out all right, didn't it? All right, maybe I shouldn't have lied. But I lied for you. Well, ain't you got nothing to say? Well, all right. I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry about the whole darn thing. Now, is that what you're waiting for me to say?
No, I wasn't waiting for you to say it.
Well, what were you waiting for?
For you to understand it.
Understand.
Jack? We got flapjacks for supper.
Flapjacks?
Yeah?
I'll tell you what, Adams. I'll go up and I'll set us two places and I'll be waiting for you.
No, you won't. Come down here to the water and wash.
Wash? In water?
Yeah, in the water.
Well, what for are we doing that? That's
the proper thing to do.
Eliza. Great balls of fire. She's miles from here, and you're still taking orders from her.
No, I ain't. It's just the proper thing to do. You just wash before you eat.
You mean, if I don't wash, I don't eat. That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, all right. But if word ever gets out at rendezvous that I washed, Mad Jack washed in water, they won't let me in none of their lodges.
You wash up real good. I got extra syrup. Just a little bit better than that.
Deep inside the forest is a door into another land. Here is our life and home. We are staying
Just wash them.
here forever in the beauty of this place all alone. We keep on hoping maybe there's a world where we don't have to run, and maybe there's a time we'll call our own, living free in harmony and majesty. Take me home. take me home.